Hey guys, it's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, in 2019, last year, I went on a makeup no-buy. I only bought replacements for items that I had completely run out of. 2020 came along, I was able to buy makeup again. Here's the thing. My birthday is in February, and in fact, it is only about 6 weeks after Christmas. So I usually get a lot of things right around Christmas and my birthday at the beginning of the year. Well, I'm gonna show you what I ended up getting for my birthday. This is kind of a haul, except here's the thing. I didn't actually pay for any of this with my own money. I did spend a few things makeup-wise with my budget. I bought the Juicy Olive palette and the Dominique Cosmetics Latte 2 bundle with my budget that I have set for myself for 2020, but what I'm going to show you here is the things that I didn't buy myself, because this is a lot of things and it adds up to quite a bit of money. Just to let you guys know, I didn't go outside my budget for this stuff. So let's start with things that are not makeup. There's only a couple. Alright, for the birthday gift from Sephora this year, I chose the Brio Gio little duo. So what this comes with is the Scalp Revival Charcoal Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo and a trial size of the Don't Despair Repair Conditioner. I have not finished this shampoo yet. I haven't made my mind up on it. I have not been wowed by that shampoo as of right now. I mean, it gets the job done. It's a shampoo. However, what I am looking for in hair care is conditioner. How does the conditioner work? I have very fine hairs, but I have very dense hair. My head is full of very fine hair. So I have a lot of hair, but it is not coarse. It is not like dry. Well, I say that. It slips. I have a lot of slippage really easy. I have a hard time keeping ponytail holders in my hair. It has a hard time keeping a style. So, but it tangles really, really easy. That's my point. So to have a conditioner, I really want one that is going to have a lot of slippage because I need it to untangle my hair, but also that's not going to weigh it down. I get it now, YouTube. I get it. I understand why everybody is so incredibly in love with this conditioner. I only had to use it one time before I had decided I am going to buy that in the larger size when this runs out. This ran out. Because I use it as my conditioner, not like once a week. And what did I do? I bought the big tub. This was $36 and I do not regret it at all. My hair has never been this soft and this lovely. And I used this before I dyed my hair and after I dyed my hair, and my hair feels just the same. You know, I know that there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube that you can watch that goes over all the ingredients and reviews this, but this gets my seal of approval. This is going in the yes category. I will be repurchasing this. Something that I did not have over here in this is because I spent my budget on part of my budget on one of these. There was a Belief like travel size kits that you can get for the holidays that I ended up purchasing, and one of the things that was in there, it was really cheap, but one of the things that was in there was a sample of the Belief Aqua Bomb. I have used the Moisture Bomb in the past and I wanted to know how well it stacked up. Long story short, I didn't like it as much. I don't know if it gets you the same hydration or not. I haven't like done a side-by-side comparison of the ingredients. So let's just say for argument's sake that the two between the Moisture Bomb and the Aqua Bomb are the same. Well, I know they're not because one is way more lotiony and one is more like water-based. At least for just the experience sake, I like the Moisture Bomb better. I do not like that the Aqua Bomb is so emollient. I just kind of feel like it evaporates off my face and doesn't really keep the moisture in. So I ended up buying a larger size, because I had the smaller like $22 size before. This is the bigger $38 size of the moisturizing balm right there. And after I had finished the other one, I opened this up and I put it on and I used it, and I think I said it out loud, "I've missed you." So this is currently, and has been for a, goodness, I don't know when I first tried this, but at least half a year. This has been my go-to moisturizer and my favorite moisturizer that I have ever tried. The only bad thing that I have to say about this, the only criticism, is that it has fragrance. And if you know anything about skincare, fragrance and skincare can lead to allergic reactions. So before I give this a recommendation, I will tell you to be aware that you may have a reaction to this because there's smelly stuff in it. But for me, this is a yes. This goes in the yes category because I love the way it makes my skin feel. Let's start talking about makeup, shall we? A couple of brow products that I bought. I ended up using up my LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil and my Urban Decay Brow Blade. And I was curious to try this because I've never tried anything from this brand before. And this is the Glossier. I bought, these came together as a set. This is the Boy Brow, which is the brow gel, and this is the brow flick. Now, the brow gel it's got a reputation for a reason. It's legit. I have it in my brows today. I'm still learning how to use it well because I bought it in brown to match my hair, and this is very pigmented. It's gonna keep my brows exactly in the place that I've put it, but that's okay. I don't want it to be glue. It's not supposed to be glue, but it does give my brows this effortless look that is great. But what I like even more than that is this brow flick. It is like a little marker that you just make strokes with. And it is much stiffer and does a better job than the Urban Decay Brow Blade, in my opinion. I opened this up and used it one time and I fell in love with it. So I think I'm gonna need to use the Boy Brow a little bit more before I put it in the yes or no category for me, but the brow flick, that is a yes. I love this. While I was in Sephora, I really wanted to try a color corrector. My under eyes, I have very dark circles, and the Charlotte Tilbury one, which I've heard good things about, was sold out. And when I went in online and at the time, and when I went in person, they didn't have it either. But I saw this and I made a mistake. This is a mini size of the Urban Decay Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. Now, this is the shade 20CP. The box makes it look pink. I thought this was a correcting fluid because Urban Decay has the Naked Correcting Fluid as concealer. You know what I'm talking about? And I didn't know if they had many sizes in that. Well, at least they didn't in person. I thought this was correcting fluid. It's not. It's just a concealer. This is a very matte concealer. You don't need a lot for it to go very far, but then it's gonna dry down super fast. But it's not like a Tarte Shape Tape where it's like super thick. It does a good job of not creasing on me. I do have to go back in and pat it after it's kind of gotten a little drier, but then it's fine. However, it doesn't cover my dark circles like I would like it to. Because here's the thing, here's what I'm after, and tell me if you've got recommendations, because I have dry under eyes with fine lines and dark circles. So I'm kind of at a loss. To cover up my dark circles, I would need something more full coverage, but that might crease in my wrinkles. I really try really hard to avoid the area that I've got wrinkles, but where my wrinkles are the worst is right here by my dark circles. If you know of a product that can help me out, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna finish this up, but I am not gonna repurchase this because this doesn't meet my needs. So this is a no for me. I forgot to mention, with the Glossier brow things that I ended up getting, I got a sample of their cloud paints. And I got the shade Dusk and Dawn. I'm gonna say Dusk is a nice mauve color, but it didn't even show up on my skin. And Dawn, I think I still have a little bit I can use if it doesn't dry out overnight. Look at how orange that is. I'm actually wearing it today. All I did was like and then it was done. And I even thought that was a little too much. So I would love to experiment more with cream blushes, but I don't know if I want to pay the normal price for that cream blush because you don't need hardly anything, and I feel like it's going to go bad before you use it all. So with drugstore blushes, I'm thinking, I know that Jessica Braun likes Flower Beauty's drugstore blushes, but I think I would like to practice on those first before I dive right in to cream blushes. It was okay. Did it knock my socks off? Not really. All right, are you guys ready for eyeshadow? Because I got quite a bit. I ended up buying 2 more of the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadows. You guys have seen my videos before. If you have, you know I like the shade Vivid, which is a camo green color. So this shade here is the shade Aura. Look at how pink that is. I think they have another shade that's also pink, but this one was like the more punchy of the 2 pinks. And I think that this is gorgeous. I also picked up the shade Blaze, which is a, well, okay, they have like a gold and like a copper and orangey. So this, I had debated on which one to get in the orange family, and I decided on Blaze. This is more like an orangey copper, if you can see that. And you can tell the difference in the pigment here. I think with these shadows, the darker the shade, the more pigmented it's going to show up on your lids. That's just me. Vivid's even more like punchy than these 2. I say punchy all the time. So what I do is, like, you know, a light makeup day, and maybe if I want to step it up, I will use that shadow. But these are a yes for me. I knew I liked it when I bought the shade Vivid. If you don't like glitter, I don't think you're gonna like this, but if you like a shimmery eye, these are great quality. I also picked up 2 of the Kaja Beauty. Let's see, I'm gonna say it wrong if I don't read it. It doesn't say on the actual product, but this is the Bento Shimmer Eye Trios. And they have individual shade names, but they're not on here, they're on the box as well. So I picked up, the first one I picked up was Toasted Caramel. This is an all shimmer trio palette. You've got a nice gold there. It's like a yellow gold. And then you've got more of like a bronzy shade in the middle. And then for your dark shade, this is like a shimmery chocolate color. So there is the Toasted Caramel stack. I should stop doing this because I'm like creating shadows on my face. Toasted Caramel stack. I liked that so much that I wanted to try Chocolate Dahlia because this has 1 shimmer, but it also has 2 mattes. And this stack doesn't. So I thought if I take these together, traveling, I'll have mattes in here and I can choose my shimmer. So Chocolate Dahlia is what I have on my eyes today, but its shimmer has a very pink undertone to it. It's much brighter. I tried using Aura with this stack and the undertones, they just didn't go together. I think that the undertones of the mattes are a little too warm. Well, I think that's okay though. So your transition shade is just I don't know, like a tan here. And then your deeper shade is a chocolate Dahlia. There you go. I was pleasantly surprised by these. These were $21 and I really like them. Now, I will say this, that the formula of both the mattes and the shimmers are a little more powdery than I think you might be used to. It's very glittery and it almost is more like a pressed pigment than it is a glitter shadow. So if you, when you're putting things on your eyes, if you break your finger across a shimmer and you want it to go nowhere and be as buttery and smooth as you've ever seen, that's not for you. But if you don't mind a drier formula that you can use a glitter glue with, or what have you. I don't know. If that doesn't bother you, then I think you're really gonna like these. And I do plan on getting more shades of these bento boxes because I am impressed with the formula and the convenience of use. So this is a yes for me. The very last item that I ended up getting was the big ticket item that my husband got me. And what I chose was the Natasha Denona Biba palette. I went back and forth. I even asked the Facebook group that I'm in. You know, I told them, I know I want a large Natasha Denona palette. I've heard really good things about the quality. If not now, then when am I gonna do it? But I couldn't make my mind up. Did I want this one? Or did I want the chocolate, or not chocolate, the gold palette? Chocolate gold is Too Faced. I watched reviews, I looked it up, I asked people, and it's funny because I asked this Facebook group and it was like half and half. Even when I walked into Sephora, because Sephora had all of the Natasha Denona palettes, thank goodness the one I was in, I still wasn't sure. I saw the tester of the Biba and I was like, is that what this is really about? Now, keep in mind, the testers, how many people have stuck their fingers in it? Eek. What really got me though was seeing them in person, and with the gold, I thought, you know, this, I know the quality is probably really good, but I don't see myself wearing that every single day, and I don't need all these gold shadows. I have enough. So I took this home, and I still wasn't sure. I opened her up, this nice magnetic closure. Huge mirror, by the way. I really like that. But I opened her up, and she was pristine. I mean, just look at how beautiful she is. There's only about 3 shimmers in this palette, which is why I ended up buying the Biba and the Toasted Caramel together, because with the budget that I had a little bit left over, and I thought these shadows, these shimmers look like they would go well with these mattes because there's not a whole lot of selection here. Well, that's actually true. I've used these together. They go really well together. And honestly, I've tried every shade in here, and I know a lot of people like the cool toned row here. That's not my favorite row. I'm actually more inclined to the warm shades. I really like that you can pop these out if you wish. You can just stick a little needle in there. I'm not going to. This palette is great where it is. I am so incredibly happy that I ended up with this, because if I'm not doing a video with new or some of these other products, then I'm using this one. The mattes in here are so great. The very last thing that I ended up getting was with one of these orders that I got from Sephora. Sephora was running, if you did like over $25, you could get a really tiny size of Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk lipstick. Okay, it doesn't say which kind of lipstick, but it's Pillow Talk. I mean, look at how tiny this is. I think all lipsticks need to come in this size, because I'm never going to use up a bullet lipstick. It's never going to happen. I have too many shades. It's just not going to work. I have it on my lips today, and then I put the Dominique Cosmetics Gloss and Creamer on top. But this is where they get you, because I tried it out. It is the creamiest, easiest to apply formula of a bullet lipstick I've ever tried. And I love the color. And I know last night that I'm filming this, last night was the Oscars, and I follow her on Instagram, and she was putting Pillow Talk on some of their lips, and I'm like, I could be at the Oscars. No, just kidding, I couldn't. But I'm on the bandwagon now. First Charlotte Tilbury product, and I am sold. I will be buying more from her in the future for sure. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. If you made it, I appreciate your patience. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so I can give you more of these in the future. Go ahead and subscribe before you leave. I'd love for you guys to stick around and see what other kind of videos I have for your YouTube entertainment pleasure. Be kind to yourself today, folks, and I will catch you later.